Renata Duma, interview coach. In last week's episode, we completed a self-awareness exercise that, when done properly, will help us see ourselves as we truly are, which is no easy feat for even the most stalwart among us. It is, however, critical to interview success and success in life in general, because, as I stated earlier, if we're not projecting our personalities in a positive way, we absolutely must make the necessary adjustments to do so in order to achieve success, not only in interviews, but in all aspects of our lives. Remember, the purpose of this exercise was for you to identify your own behavioral traits and to see just how positive your self-talk and self-image is when it comes to interviewing. Here's the bottom line. The undisputable scientific fact is like attracts like. Ergo, if you're not projecting positive, you can't expect to attract positive, and that's the ugly truth. I can't impress upon you the value of recent scientific research and its results when it comes to using creative visualization to achieve goals and overcome obstacles. For more about this, or if you're a quantum physics lightweight, I recommend reading What the Bleep Do We Know? Or watch the film. Or for something more classic, if you're not familiar with the book As a Man Thinketh by James Allen, I highly recommend you read it. You can download a free copy of it at asamanthinketh.net. As a Man Thinketh is partly responsible for the creation of the entire personal development industry, and most contemporary personal development authors and teachers credit James Allen's book for providing the foundation to their principles. Earl Nightingale, widely regarded as the father of modern-day personal development, in his best-selling recording called The Ideas in James Allen's book, The Strangest Secret. The secret, he says, is we become what we think about. So if you're convinced that you're no good at interviewing or carry negative thoughts around it, here's the bottom line. You're sabotaging yourself with your very own thoughts. Here's another viewpoint. James S. Fell is a certified strength and conditioning specialist. He uses creative visualization to keep himself and his clients motivated and on the success track. He says, if you're looking out the window into blowing snow while in your running gear and you say, this is gonna be hell, then guess what? You're right, it's going to be hell. You might think it's going to be so hellish you'll talk yourself out of going in the first place. Or you might only do half the distance because as you're running you find that your wintry run is achieving all new levels of hellishness. So if you tell yourself something is going to be hell, it's going to be hell. James goes on to say that little engine that could fellow had the right idea. He was the one who said, I think I can. And it turns out that he could because he engaged in what's called positive self-talk. And that means having a good attitude about something and believing you can do it will have a positive impact on sustaining behavioral change. Professional athletes engage in positive self-talk all the time. Here's an example. Imagine this scenario. You're an offensive lineman in the CFL, and some 300-pound behemoth is right across from you and wants to mow you down so he can take out your quarterback's kneecaps. Knowing that your quarterback can't throw touchdowns without his kneecaps, you want to prevent this defender from getting past you. You can't be thinking, this guy's going to kill me. Instead, you have to believe, I'm going to mess him up. I'm going to hit him so hard his grandchildren will be born dizzy. And since this is a pretty close analogy as to how most individuals might see a recruiter or a hiring manager, the answer to why it's true is simple. What to do next?